Walk on the bakery, put on Monday. Walk on the bakery, walk on gay. Walk in the future. Not bad. What do you think of that, Bone Crusher? That was great!
Oh, it's hot in here. Oh my gosh.
Go get her! Go get her! Rough.
And this is A&B Convos Wrestling Edition.
Welcome everyone to the most must-see, or shall we say, ghoulish horror show review on YouTube. Welcome to A&B Convos Wrestling
Thanks, Bone Crusher.
Well, we just witnessed
Sorry, it's so hot in this wig. Okay.
we just witnessed I don't know what we witnessed. What are you?
I mean, Bailey retained, and of course she did it dirty. Asuka did not lose, but she lost. But she didn't lose. That's why I'm still rocking Asuka, because Asuka didn't lose.
She didn't lose.
They stole her belt.
I'm good with the way they did it.
Yeah.
Because I told you I'm not ready to see Asuka drop the strap.
Right.
And it would be kind of cool to see the tag team champions become both women's and Raw tag match.
Yeah.
Raw champion at the same time. That would be cool.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of Sasha having the belt, but not at the expense of losing Asuka as a champion, because she's a great champion. And I don't know if they're just trying to drag out the Sasha and Bailey thing longer. It kind of seems like that's what they're doing. But, I mean, Asuka, she's losing her best friend. She's going to Japan. And she's going to have to wrestle all alone.
Well, that's fine,
and they
because
took away her title.
I did not like the way that she was interacting with Bailey outside of the ring. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But I will say, Sasha did step it up.
She stepped it up. That was one of the best matches I've seen her have since Charlotte Flair, because Charlotte Flair always seems to bring Sasha to the next level, and I was digging it, you know.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Now, as far as the kickoff show goes, I mean, that will deserve a Owens won. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't love it, but we kind of hated it. It was what it was. It was definitely a pre-show.
Yeah, I mean, but to be honest with you, Drew and Dolph were kind of a pre-show. Not that Drew...
You thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, nobody thought that Drew was going to lose. I mean, we didn't expect Dolph to win. He did give a better fight than we thought he would.
He got busted open. He is busted open!
But if anybody out there honestly thought that Dolph was going to win and Drew was going to lose, please comment below, because I don't think that anybody thought that. No one in the whole universe.
Well, the way that the match was going, and considering how he just dropped the stipulations on Drew right then and there.
Right.
It was pretty much stacked in his favor, but he still couldn't get the job done.
Did you see Drew beat Brock? You think that Dolph is going to come in and do something like? I mean,
I'm just saying.
That was just a very uneventful. And like I pointed out, this isn't the first pay-per-view they've had where the title belt wasn't the main event. Like, the main event was the cinematic build up to the swamp match,
which we'll get to in a second.
Right.
We'll end it there, because there are some other matches that I just want to
worth mentioning.
Honorable mention, okay? Because
who gets an honorable mention?
Well, okay. Let's not forget the tag team championship. We have new tag team champions. Cesaro, Shinsuke defeated the New Day.
Okay, well, I'm not. Well,
honorable mention.
That's an honorable mention.
It's a title shift. You gotta say it.
You know, of course, it is a title shift. We love having New Day as champions. Who doesn't? I still don't get the Cesaro and Shinsuke connection. I don't.
You know what? Why don't we just jump to it? Let's talk about this swamp match, because to me, from what I've seen during this whole COVID situation, the best filmed match still is the Boneyard match between Taker and AJ Styles.
No comparison. Mind you, we didn't have. Here's the thing. There wasn't this huge conversation between Undertaker and AJ Styles. That's not what we were trying to see. We were trying to see a match. And the match was like conversation, and it was reminiscent of Bray's Playhouse.
I thought this was a little better than that. That one was just...
It was a little better, for sure.
That was all over the place. I still don't know to this day what that was.
But,
and no one's seen that since.
But I felt that way a little bit about whatever we were watching today, because there was a point where we were like, okay, did the snake bite him? Is he dreaming? How did he get over here? Or is he just dreaming that he was over here? Is he really over there? I mean, it was just confusion.
There was confusion, but there was also no definitive winner. I mean, clearly this wasn't even about the title.
No.
Which is fine, just kind of two Wyatt family members going back home to get it on, and at the end you saw the Fiend come out of the murky swamp.
Well, so here's the thing. So, is this going to be a situation when we see Braun again, that he is now a member of the Fiend family? As he altered, he didn't come back up, and when Bray tried to come back up but didn't come back up and then came up as a Fiend, are they going to intertwine them again?
You know, I don't know. Braun has shown an aptitude for being able to think a little bit outside the ring, so it's possible we may be seeing some other acting chops come out and maybe become a part of the Wyatt family, Fiend family again.
Right,
I don't know. What I also don't know about, and I want to also talk about briefly, that eye for an eye match, because we've talked about this on previous shows. We understand the concept of trying to get another wrestler over, especially when you get into kind of the twilight portion of your career, where it's like, okay, you had your time, now get these other guys over. There's really no reason for that at this point.
No.
I hate the fact that you saw Ray come back after such a long period of time just to lose, and then all of a sudden he kind of starts winning again. This eye thing, I'll have to admit, when I first saw that on Raw, really disturbed me. I don't like seeing stuff like that.
I didn't like it on AEW.
But
I didn't need to see it repeated.
What was this?
They took it somewhere else, and the whole acting like he has his eye popped out and Seth throwing up, and
and to have
it
WWE
didn't leave a good
Studios
taste in my mouth.
Unable to film it better?
Yes, I don't know what's up with their film guys. Not only was that not filmed well, and the swamp thing was confusing, but then on top of that, in the match with Asuka and Sasha, when they both kind of hurt themselves when there was a slip and a fall, I could see just kind of say, "I'm all right, are you okay?" like on the DL, but they were patting each other's head and patting each other. I guess saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" But to the point where it was awkward, and the camera person should have seen what was going on. Look at what you're looking through the lens, and switch cameras, because you just totally took us out of the competition of the fight and showed us their friendship in the middle of those. That was very distracting.
And I realize this is the reality era.
Yeah.
I I don't. Here's the reality, okay? The reality is when you have two wrestlers, professional wrestlers of this caliber at this stage of their career on a pay-per-view such as this, what I don't want to see is dancing with the wrestlers. I don't want to see choreographed moves that are, and everything happens, nobody's perfect, so I get that, but I don't want to see choreographed moves where you kind of miss, you're kind of standing there, the pace, the timing, everything gets thrown off.
Right.
And then like you said, the camera's right there, just, are you okay? Are you okay? What are you doing? We can see you. Cameraman Vince in the truck.
Is that like a Green Lantern thing right now?
Something's about to happen. Something's about to happen. So, I mean, if you're going to grade this from a scale of A to F
C
overall,
I'd give it a C minus. I can't, like, I know, and I'm sure that it was my fault that I was so excited about the swamp match.
we were hoping for better.
Yeah.
We were hoping for better. We were hoping for, I guess, a little more
like
wrestling.
Boneyard.
I almost think this was written by Quentin Tarantino because when Braun was sitting there all chained up, I mean, they were talking for what felt like a good...
Yeah. It was a Quentin Tarantino match. That's what
hour.
it would be. Like, you were like...
It's crazy. So, yeah, I'm going to grade it on a curve. I'm going to give this a C. It's a hard C. And, yeah, we expect better. SummerSlam is around the corner. And I don't know what other nonsense you're going to film. I'm kind of tired of this whole eye for an eye thing. Ray, I don't know what happened with that. I don't know why his son didn't come out there. I don't know what ever came out of Seth Rollins' mouth.
And who wants to see Ray get hurt like that? Nobody wanted to see it the first time. Nobody wants to see it the second time, even if it's not real. We have, and we're not even going to get on it. You guys know how we feel about them doing this with Rey Mysterio or anybody who has already paid the dues, has already made a name for themselves. You do not need to get Seth Rollins over, of all people. So
But I don't know why this was even called the horror show. It felt like it had the one pay-per-view with two names. I mean... And it started off, I liked the beginning when you saw Bray.
Yeah.
And it started off like it was going to be kind of scary.
It was really cool.
But it was shot like any other Raw.
Yeah, but even the swamp match, Braun, when he was attacked by himself from behind, I appreciated that. I thought that was really cool. I was like, okay, I could get with this. Then from there on, I don't know what I was watching.
This could have been shot like Midnight Bowl. Turn out the lights, get some neon things.
I would have loved it if an alligator came up to attack Braun and he took it and hit Bray with it. And then I would have also loved if the woman calling him was Abigail. And instead of Abigail just being Bray's sister, Abigail has some kind of connection and some kind of spell over Braun where, he... follows her or whatever as if she was his kid or his something, you know what I mean? There's so many directions they could have went with that, and I'm glad that I saw The Fiend come back and I kind of saw that coming at the end, but at the same time, I just feel like when you have The Fiend, you have Bray Wyatt, you have Braun Strowman, and you have WWE Studios, I expected better.
Should have been better. All right, that is our take on how we felt about the horror show at Extreme Rules.
Yep.
What did you think? Please leave a comment below. Did you like it? Didn't like it? Do you agree with our grades?
What would you grade it? I mean, and please tell us why. On a progress report, you always have to say why you gave the grade you gave. Because if we're being too harsh, let us know. Maybe somebody out there loved it, but that wasn't us.
Make sure that you want to get all of our videos right when they drop. So what do you got to do?
Hit the notification bell. Ding, ding, ding.
You don't want to miss it. And of course, you definitely got